So we're gonna be live on here for like an hour or so. You feel me? This is part two to the video I just made, but we just gonna lock back in real quick. So in the last video, I talked about when a woman pulls away and things like that. And when a woman pulls away, it's really her prerogative, right? It's really not nothing that you should feel or do about that. Uh, uh, and that's true throughout the entire quote unquote relationship. Throughout the whole relationship, she can do whatever she want to do. She could fall back. She could come back. She could plug back into your system or your your uh, your program. She could do whatever she want. A lot of guys get caught up because they feel like women. They act like women. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're new here. Uh, Welcome. There's 21 people in here. A lifestyle and dating coach. You know what I'm saying? Um. So yeah, man. Uh, this video, like I said, is about what to do when a woman falls back, and a woman will do that to you. A woman will periodically fall back and stuff like that. I don't even know if the chat is on. I don't know if the comments are off or on, bro. Hit the like button if the comments aren't working. If the comments are working, drop a comment in the comments. Okay. What's up, Rizza? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Where you checking in from, Rizza? 7777. But yeah. And make sure you subscribe. I think you're already subscribed though. Yeah, I think you are. I've seen your name before. So throughout the relationship, quote unquote relationship, a woman is going to fall back. Oh, that's the hood in it. That's the trenches. I think yeah, we met like two, 3, 4, 5 lives ago. Shout out to New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? It's the hood for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Uh Maybe you could give some insight from a female perspective on like this topic and things like that. As far as like I'm not gonna lie though, I'm annoyed as fuck with that noise that this person that I live with keep making. Like that shit really is a fucking annoying, bruh. And I promise you, Like I heard this shit too many times. It's annoying, bro. Like I'm ready to really move. I'm ready to move. Like I swear to God, I gotta get out of this situation, man. This shit is annoying. What's good, Neil? Like, yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and treat me like I'm famous in here. Help me get out of this shit, man. This shit is this ain't it. This ain't it, bro. Like I don't want to live in this crib another day. Not gonna hold you. Not saying I don't want to. Not saying I want to die, but this situation, I can't do it. I can't do it. Wait, we in November, November, December. Yeah, by December something, it's got to be done. Like it's got to be done. Like done. Now you know, like your environment could kind of like strangulate you. You know what I'm saying? Control your like your spirit, literally your spirit. I hate my neighbor and my landlord. Yeah, like people just do it on purpose though. Like you feel me? Like people just they know what they doing. They do it intentionally. They're trying to annoy you. And all factors though, like not just one. Cause you know when you growing up, people only had to have a limit to how annoying they are. You feel what I'm saying? But once you hit like a certain age, people are literally diving out there to try to strangulate your peace. Like they live for it. You know what I'm saying? They live and die by it. Just like the gun. They live and die by it. So you just gotta do what you gotta do to get away from that type of shit. Cause that shit is it's like people don't understand. Like I think Trump gets it because he's trying to give everybody $2,000. He knows. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. He knows that people are in urgent need of, you know, getting away from losers and shit like that. And so he's definitely gonna, this is the first time I'm trusting Trump. Like, not saying I never had a reason not to, but you know, this is crazy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? This is crazy. Like, this isn't what even the video supposed to be about. But yeah, it's like I feel like your circumstances are literally built to push your buttons, bother your soul, and do something. I don't know what it's meant to do exactly, but it's meant to do something. Bro, look behind you. Yeah, it's like a swish that goes off, and a switch that goes off, and people like, let me go mess with him today. Yeah, and it's like they do that shit on purpose. It's like they don't even understand that day when you really change. Like you feel me? They think that they are motivating you to change, but that day when you change for real, it ain't even got shit to do with they loser ass. It's just the fact that you just really just change. Like people say things are tough love and this and that and all of this stupid shit to get away with murder. Like that shit is not tough love. It's just you're a bitch and that's it. Period. That's it. That's it. That shit don't got shit to do with love. Don't try to add that word in there. There is a such thing as tough love though, but the shit these people doing, that ain't it. You grow and start seeing things differently. Listen, listen. I feel like you can grow. You can see things differently as long as you're near certain people. You're gonna have issues because those people just are fucking stupid and uncourteous, and they don't care how you feel. They don't care what makes you tick. They don't care what makes you happy, what makes you sad. They're inconsiderate people, period. And they want to control your energy and your cosmos, your thought process, like a possessive, you know what? And that's crazy. That's called psychosis. That's a form of you can't, you don't love yourself, so now you're trying to control other shit. Like I always been the type of person where like I'm gonna respect somebody's boundaries. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I might not like certain shit, but I'm not a psychopath. And we change so much. A part of the dark times we go through is changing as a person. We become most almost totally different. Let's say from 21 to 25, and especially past that. Well, earlier, Rissa, what I was going to ask you, and I feel you on what you just said, but I was going to, because I just went live, but it's funny because what's good, Auto? How you feeling tonight, brother? Thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Auto. Um, I was going to ask you, like, and Auto, you could chime in on this too, like, because I was just live on my, because I got a Twitch. I go live on Facebook now, and I got a Kick, and I could stream across the platforms and stuff like that. But when I just go live just on Instagram, just on YouTube alone, I get more views. But I know it's because I'm putting the tags in the thing. But the video that I just was talking about was about women when they fall back, quote unquote fall back, quote unquote. Um, do women fall back for multiple reasons? And when they quote unquote fall back, um, if it's for multiple reasons, like um, I feel like one of the main reasons is that they feel like they don't want to deal with somebody that they can't control, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, like, or something along that lines. So like falling back is a lot of women's way of manipulation. Or like their way of testing, like, is this guy actually a alpha? Is he actually strong or not? Like, cause a lot of guys say a lot of stuff, but then they don't ever live up to what they saying. So then it's like I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna see if this guy blow up my phone or run behind me or do some shit like that. Yeah, man. And I already know the answer, low key. Like, not to say I know the exact answer for every relationship, but I know certain shit. But I feel like it's two big reasons. Either the guy pushes us away or we get too invested sometimes and lose ourselves. I was in two relationships and left both of them for a different reason. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of women be saying this term lately, like, well, I heard this term before and then I heard it again. Like women be saying two things could be true at the same time. And guys, we don't really think that way, even though we know that that possibly is true. Like we know that type of stuff is true too, but like we don't really usually think like that. But uh I found that when us guys use that same thought process, like we see more things. And it's like a woman can like you, and like you said, she could be doing it, she could fall back for her own personal shit. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Guys forget women are humans and shit. Like, cause guys look at like guys who don't got game, or guys who don't deal with a lot of women, they think stupid shit. You see what I'm saying? They think dumb shit. Or should I say irrational shit? They think like a woman. Meaning like if the woman don't text them back, you see what I'm saying? If the woman don't text them back, they naturally assume, damn, she don't like me. It was good. My Mishra. They naturally assume that the woman is not interested. You see what I'm saying? And I find that to be crazy because it's the wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time women are highly interested in you, and they're trying to figure out how they can manipulate you. But that don't mean they're not highly interested. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But I said all of that to say, have you ever been uh, either in an engaged situation, engaged, or living together with a guy? And all of this plays into the topic that we're talking about. Oh, my, wait, yes, no. I feel like the biggest reason relationships fail is because people don't understand unconditional love, and we as a people sometimes have a bad habit of trying to change people to do what they want. Mm. No, I haven't been engaged, but I lived with both my exes. So you lived in their house, or did y'all go 50-50 on the rent? I find that the average guy doesn't even have a job. Nah, I could be wrong. That's just talk for the average black guy. Can't speak for everybody else. Oh shit, man. The average black guy is literally being was good. Was good, Boost. Was good. How you feeling? No change. He ghosts me. He is blocked me. My first ex, I was with 21 to 25. He was 10 years older than me. I moved in with him, and my second ex I met in December 2019, and he moved in my house February 2020, and we were together for a year and a half. Yeah, hold on. I moved in with him, and my second ex I met in December. He moved in my house. Okay, for sure, for sure. How did that go? Like living together with somebody. How did that? How was that? You know what I'm saying? How was that? Especially for the guy who moved in with you. Like, how did that? how did that feel? What was that vibe? You know what I'm saying? How was that vibe and things like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? What was the rules? What was the ramifications and things of that nature? You know what I'm saying? Um, that guy that moved in with me was a wolf in sheep's clothing. He was a homosexual, not a homos. You feel me? A hobo sexual. That guy that moved in with me was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like I said, I met him December 2019 to February 2020. So that was like what? That was like what? 3 months, 2.5 months. February 2020, he moved in with me, and then March 2020 was COVID. So it was like life was life, and simultaneously while y'all was doing y'all dance and shit like that. But it was horrible because he wasn't working. He wasn't working, which I didn't have a problem with, but I felt like by me working and paying for everything, it attacked his manhood. That's a common thing that you hear out here in this dating world. So he started putting his oh nah, he was tripping. That's crazy. I was also it was also a difference because my first ex 10 years older than me, and my second ex is actually 2 years younger than me. So when I got with my second ex, I went into the relationship with a realistic mindset. Um, what you mean realistic mindset? It was crazy because like if you can't, what's good, what's good, what's good? How you feeling, Jesse? Yeah, because like I feel like if you can't afford your own like stable, if you can't afford your own place, if you can't afford to pay for your own room or wherever your lifestyle means is, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna struggle out here no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? And I think like the way the world is kind of built, for the average guy, you're either above the you're either above the like you're either doing great or you're doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got everyone else. But Who cares about them? You know what I'm saying? But you got people who aren't doing anything, and then you got people who are doing it seems like everything, or you got the DDGs of the world and the Gunners of the world and shit like that. And then you got guys who are grinding or trying, or it's like some guys are always trying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Always trying. Like, that's kind of scary to me because it's like, and to other guys probably because that's like, there's like a it seems like a cap or a ceiling over the motherfuckers. And then you got the guys who just, man, this system is rigged or it's bullshit, so I'm not even gonna try. If you wanted to put it into three categories, you know what I'm saying? I went into it not feeling, forgetting about the lessons I learned in my first relationship, and went into the relationship with a realistic mindset versus putting my heart on my sleeve. Okay, that makes sense. And I think that was another issue because my second ex couldn't run love games on me. I saw the situation realistically. Yeah, facts, facts, facts. So yeah, so he was trying to punch you for that. Not trying to laugh at that, but he was mad. So he was like, "Yeah, I gotta try to, I gotta try to do anything." You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, "I gotta try to do anything." So I guess that's how my perspective is seeing that right now. Was good, Roz? How you feeling, Roz? Yeah, Rizzo, would you agree with that? He just, crashing, 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 crashing. And I think that's what, this world is got a lot of guys crashing and shit like that. Crashing, crashing, crashing. It's like, man, like, you know, it's like, do you think you was attracted to him because he was a bad guy? Or the bad guy, the bad guy type? So it's like a catch 22, right? A lot of guys, like she said, he wasn't working, and then not working technically made him feel insecure in the situation. It technically made him feel like less of a man in the situation. And when you feel like less of a man, that's when shit goes left because you about to do extra shit that don't even that make you look more or less of a man. So it's kind of like a catch 22. Facts, he was a mad little man. Damn. He stood in front of my door one day with a knife saying I couldn't go to work, which was crazy because I was the only one working. Not really. People like that, I got a word for him. I called him a path. He was a path. But that's what I'm saying. Like certain people, yeah, they just they're a path. And it's like they do things to try to get a reaction. It's like, yo, you really are a path. And I'm not trying to deal with that. She said, yeah, when I left my first ex, I was heartbroken bad. So when I met my second ex, when I met my second, who you calling a boy, Steph? What's good, Steph? How you feeling? Who you calling a boy? I'm a man. Uh, you good? What you doing up this late? What time is it? It's past your curfew, ain't it? Um, so when I help, she called me a hoe. I am a hoe. I am a hoe. I'm a hoe out here for sure. That's a fact. Let me see though. So when I met my second ex, he was so different, and he did help. Wait, hold on. And he did help me get over that. But I was wait, but I think I was the difference that made me go to him. So you think it was like he helped you get over the last guy, so that helped you to be like, since he was helping you get over something you was getting out of, It was like, I trust this guy. That's basically how you felt. I do know Charm. Why? Was good? You know I know Charm because I met you through Charm, right? She gave you my number and stuff like that. And then you need to come outside, no cap. I ain't gonna lie. What's funny is she told me that because I seen her at a bus stop. Nah, you moving is crazy. See, where you moved to? I ain't gonna lie. You just that's crazy. Uh, bro, bro. Now what is the solution? She asked. Matter, bro. Now what is the solution? She asked. Matter. Razo, what you mean by that? Razoa, bro. Now what is the solution? She asked. Matter. I don't know what that sentence means. How far is you though? How far is you though? Like you see, I got the Batmobile right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was just out there too, like 2 hours ago. I hit 7-Eleven real quick. Let me see. Uh, and Steph trying to be all secretive, talking about just know I moved. Let me see. Rizz said, yeah, I had the one by McDonald's right there. Rizz said, yeah, I had. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I had trust that being in that situation would help me move on. Also, you move right there. I already know where you live at now. Yeah, I had trust that being in that situation will help me move on. So you didn't trust the guy, or you just like what's the vibe? Like you trusted both the guy and his help. Do you trusted his help more than him? Like you buy like ShopRite. I appreciate the love being shown. I appreciate that a lot. You feel what I'm saying? You buy like ShopRite, I'm down the street from that stuff. I ain't gonna lie, it was brick out there though. Like no cap. It was brick. Like I literally was born in the summer. You know what I'm saying? I only love the summer, and I despise cold weather. You feel what I'm saying? But it is cuddle weather though. That's one thing about it though. It was more of I trusted the experience versus the guy. The experience versus the guy. That's interesting because I feel like that's a lot of women's like thing. Like they love experiences. You feel what I'm saying? Experiences are like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's so important that guys should understand that. But experience means a lot. But as you can see though, like the guy still was somebody who didn't fill the role that you wanted. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Go to the store on Spring Street under the bridge. You telling me to go there right now? You there? Because you just said you are. Don't tell nobody where we from, Steph. Don't do that. I am from New York. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. And you got me on Snapchat. Why are you telling these people? You feel me? see. It goes this. I was born in the summer 2/8. Oh, you a Leo? Shout out to the Leos, man. I was born 8/18, August 18th. Leos, you know what I'm saying? We definitely run the jungle for sure. You know what I'm saying? Leos are the shit. So, um, yeah, Razo, stop trying to figure out what people live at and ask a question about dating and lifestyle. That's that's what you're here to do. Like dating lifestyle. Do you have any problems in your dating life or in your lifestyle? Let me see. And before my second ex, I only dated older guys. Wait, hold on. For my second ex, only dated older. So going try something new, I thought couldn't be bad. Yeah, like dating an older guy, dating a younger guy, like you felt like it was gonna be like a good experience and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like, how about now though? After that experience, do you feel like younger guys are off limits? Because I feel like women like younger guys. I really feel like they do. I think when a woman sees a younger guy, she thinks like I can like mold this guy. If he's attractive enough, I can mold him into the type of guy that, whatever, whatever. I think women sometimes they see older guys and they're like, I can't control this guy at all because he's older than me. He's gonna think he know everything and shit. Um, spring shit. You was born in the spring. You drive those stuff like you saying you about to go to the joint, but then you told me to go to the joint. Let's just call the first place you told me to go. Let's call that. Let's call that the spring or some shit. The spring. Townsend cat too. Why town? Wait, Townsend. Why you deleting messages? Hold on. Stay up there. I'll stay down here. I don't got my license anymore, so I walk. Wait, stay up there and I'll stay down here. What you mean by that? You talking about the street? You need to come. Wait, hold on. Yeah, you need to come in here, in this room right now. That's what you need to do. Listen, there's no excuses. Everything is walking distance. I don't want to hear no excuses. I got snacks. I got drinks. Oh, look. I got some tequila. You feel me? I don't really drink, but you feel me? When I got company, I might drink sometimes. Hold on. Man, that relationship traumatized me, and on my mama grave, I haven't been with the guy since October 2022. Um, I'm 31 now. Um, so you was like what, 20, 27, 28? I just feel like I know what I like, so I'm not gonna waste my time with people. That's facts. That's facts. That's major. That's major. That's everything. You know what I'm saying? Wasting time is never fun. Never fun. It's never cool to waste time. Um, Literally, I started this vlog or this live because there were some key points I wanted to make because I was just live uh, before this. I was just live before this. Let me see. What's good, Steph? Why you say hello? I'm not talking to you. Talking to Townsend. Wait, hold on. I apologize. Well, I thought they were being disrespectful. This is a place of peace. You know me. I've been here since the beginning. Don't like to see people be hateful. Yeah. Well, okay, Townsend. Shout out to Townsend. You feel me? He's an OG here. You know what I'm saying? And it's much respect. Steph is somebody that I met. You feel what I'm saying? That live in the literal, you know, around like the town, around neighborhood. So she just talking a little trash to me, but it's all good. It's all love. It's not really real. It's not really real, like it's not real like that. Let me see. This is a place of peace. Yeah, now facts. They keep saying I have a problem. I have problems. It don't make no sense. So they shouldn't play games. If they have a real question, ask the real question. If I'm not doing my job right, you're doing the right job, just on the wrong person. That's all. But I do, I appreciate the seriousness that you got. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. I've always come here and said it like it is. I'm 50 and I date 4 women. I keep it real well. You're like my fifth son. I've been your oldest moderator. For sure, for sure, for sure. Shout out to Town, man. Townsend, man. She said, who the fuck is that? It's my guy right there. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everything, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do lifestyle dating coach, lifestyle first, dating secondary, but as you can see, he said he got, his own life and we chopped up multiple things. But yeah, like the way my chat is ran or the way my stream is ran and stuff like that, it's like if somebody comes in here and they even and he's not even the most brutal moderator. Like I haven't seen my most brutal moderator in months. His name is like Jameson or something. Jameson. I haven't seen him in months, but he's the most ruthless. Like because it's just certain situations. Like, but he's on point. Townsend is on point. But Steph, I know her. We actually have each other on Snapchat. I think Snapchat, and so it's all love. But it's just I look at it as banter. I look at it as banter, back and forth banter. Uh, so yeah, but and shit like that. So let me see. I want you to come to Virginia, meet my adopted family, enjoy some Southern hospitality. I told you where I live, 13 women to every guy. Man, for sure, man. I like to travel, man. Listen, I was living in North Carolina I like down south, so you know, I gotta. I'm trying to. I don't know if I'm gonna end up getting a job at this point or whatever because I'm doing this YouTube stuff. I'm trying to really go hard, really trying to get to a certain point. But the first second I get to really, be more uh like like what's the word? It's not mobile. I guess it is mobile, isn't it? And that's what I'm gonna do. Steph said we all friends. Let me see. See, they're spinning nothing but due to rhetoric, bro. That's not what this room is about. I thought that was about teaching people how to communicate and treat people with respect. You feel me? I can't say you're wrong. You feel me? You're not wrong, Townsend. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, my guy. And I really see, and this is what I'm saying. Steph, I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm reading every message. Sometimes I read slow and I catch up. But you see why he's a moderator. Put it like that. I want all my moderators to be on point. Y'all actually make my streams make sense sometimes because I really don't like when I have a stream and none of my moderators showed up. Sometimes that happens, but it's all good because I know they'll be back. But it's just uh, like I said, they on defense. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are really locked in, and it's good to have that type of support because it's like I don't need a million subscribers when you got people like this. They keep you going. You know what I'm saying? And I try to stay consistent as much as I can, but it's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That makes it make sense. So I'm always gonna put you first, even if I work like I do, and only can drop in occasionally. Come by with your Southern family. Virginia awaits you. Shout out to VA. Shout out to VA, man. Real talk. Real talk. Shout out to VA. One of my favorite YouTubers is from VA and things of that nature. And yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Townsend. Rizz said, Townsend, it's okay, boo. Real talk, real talk. It's all good. We all locked in. We all locked in. Uh, and like I told you, you get your pick of any truck you want. My sons are your age. Introduce you to all the young ladies because you're a good dude. And I'm always going to be here for you. Shout out to Townsend, man. Much respect, man. Real talk. Real talk, man. Real talk. And I really believe, man, sometimes, people who support you come from all different places. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk Townsend many times, and a lot of people, the reason I feel like one of the main reasons why people struggle in life is because their environment, it holds them back, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you never know where you're gonna meet people that's gonna try to help you. That's real game for all of y'all out here. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people would say things like, "Yo, this new generation." It's so many bad things people say about the new generation, and I'm not really. I can't say I'm not a part of the new generation because I am, but I'm a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, but a lot of people will say like the internet messed people up or this or that, but the internet is just another form of communication. Yeah, it could be dangerous. There's a lot of danger before the internet that people won't look at, but I'm a grown man and I look at things across the board. You know what I'm saying? So, But just to say, like, a lot of people will try to down the new generation, like, oh, this is this way because this is that. But it's a lot of things that if people tap into and focus up, they could really change their life. But people are so blind that if you let people tell you right from wrong, you're gonna always be lost. You feel what I'm saying? Until you break that mold and you really step for yourself and stop following other people. Step for yourself. You know, if you got hobbies, activities, events, or things that you're interested in, you gotta really figure that out. Like, you know, whether you're into hunting, playing chess, golfing, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case is, you really gotta, as an adult, go out here and try to see that shit for yourself. Hold on. She said, "You hate me, Will." Nah, nah. Anyway, I have a problem. What's your problem? Why you lying? Steph, you still in here? Why you lying? The mods be brutal. They be brutal. Jameson, I haven't seen him in months. He is cold and just cause you know, cause he kind of pulled a Townsend kind of pulled a Jameson just now, but only difference is like I know I met Steph in real life. Like I didn't really meet her in real life, but we're in the same vicinity and we all talked on the phone and shit like that. So we kind of already it was already uh some substance there ahead of time. But like for strangers that come in and talk shit, Jameson has been such a defender of peace. Like Townsend said, it's not even funny because he was so cold. He had me laughing. I'm like, damn, like I need to be tougher. He made me realize I need to be tougher. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know that you have a good defender on your team because it was a girl too, and he was just not letting her come in here and just act any old type of way. And it was like, damn. Because I already was defending, like, yo, what you mean? And I wasn't defending, but I was kind of like, she'll say something challenging, and I was kind of just say something smart back and keep going and keep moving on with the topic. But every time I looked up, she was just blocked, and she was timed out, and she'll say something, she'll come back in, same attitude, timed out again, and it was just an ongoing process because she didn't want to modify her attitude at all or her stance, which again, women have the right to have a stance. Like I'm a pretty nice guy, I'm a pretty fair guy, I feel like, and that's the crazy part about it. I think I'm 15% feminist and 85% manist, and that's why there will be attacks. But I don't. I know Steph wasn't outright attacking. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's a good feeling though. I love that feeling when the moderators are so um, ride or die like that. Uh, you know, that's more to me. That's more important than getting a getting a big video view of views on a video or you know, because a lot of people on YouTube, and I'm gonna break it down real quick. A lot of people they want to be overnight successes, and I was that guy for years, and still is. But I haven't had an overnight success. You know what I mean? Why you lying, Steph? What part? What part? What um what store is near you? If you serious, I'm gonna get off here. Just say the word serious. Just type a one if you serious, and I'm gonna get off of here. And I'm gonna call you. But shout out to Townsend, man. Shout out to Rizz. Life is a blank. Like I said, for over 2 years now, every day is the best day. It comes down to seconds, like I said before, and I'm gonna go to the numbers for you in a second. Faith plus works. I got locked up from February 2024, May 2025, came out with only 1,700 and just started cooking food and selling it. Oh yeah, now that's good. Rissa, I'm gonna make you a moderator as well, because this is not the first time I've seen you in here, and you've always had a strictly positive personality, and so, damn, hold on. Why you say you have a problem with me though? Wait, hold on. I'm about to call you, Steph. Hold on, yeah. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. Wait, hold on. You got my number? What store you nearby? Like, what's the store that you next to right now? If you're not capping, because I feel like you capping. Hold on, yeah, I'll be back.